Hi, I'm Rick Murray, broker, Rick Murray Real Estate Services, right here in Santa Cruz. I put together 10 common questions homeowners have when they consider selling their home for sale by owner. This may be of interest to you, so here we go. Number 1, do you have a buyer? Mr. Seller, that is a great question, and obviously in the sale of your home, the most important thing is to find a qualified buyer. Your ultimate goal is to maximize your net proceeds from the sale, being the most money possible. I totally understand. Now, Mr. Seller, I am not going to insult your intelligence and tell you that I have a buyer for your home right now. I do work with many buyers and sellers at any given time. The reason why I'm here is I would like to have the opportunity to work for you to maximize your home selling experience. I am confident that I know what exactly to do to find the right buyer for your home. Ultimately, that's what you would expect an agent to do for you, isn't it? Number 2, bring me a buyer, I'll pay you a commission, aka fee for service. Now, I appreciate the offer. It's a very generous offer, and I will definitely keep your home in mind. So, what I'm hearing you say is you're willing to pay a portion of the commission. I would like to think of fee for service should I or another agent be able to bring you a qualified buyer. Is that correct? Now, in that case, since you're willing to pay a portion of the fee for service, you're really looking to save the other portion it would cost to have an agent represent you. Is that correct? If I can show you a way where I can more and make up the difference, what you're looking to save, would you consider working with me? Number 3, I don't want to pay a commission, aka that fee for service. Mr. Seller, I completely understand, and I imagine that you don't want to pay a commission because you want to keep as much money as possible from the sale of your home. You're looking to maximize your net equity. Would that be fair to say? I completely understand your concern, and yes, selling cost is a large chunk of money. Let me ask you this. If I can show you how working with me would actually be an investment, where you would have a return on your investment, I wouldn't be an expense. If I showed you how that be possible, would you consider working with me? Number 4, call me in a month. I can absolutely follow up with you, and I'm going to be selling real estate in a month from now, so I can definitely stay in touch, and thank you so much for allowing me to do so. Now, here's what I'm thinking in the process of selling the home, because you want to give it some time, right, to see if you can actually sell it, correct? Mr. Seller, I have no doubt that you can sell it on your own. Would you agree with me, and please correct me if I'm wrong, your number 1 priority is to sell your home to maximize your net equity by getting the highest price. I like to think of this as sell for top dollar with what's most important to you, isn't it? I understand, I completely agree. I've done it myself. However, if I can show you how working with me will allow you to net more money than if you sold it yourself, in reality, you are maximizing your equity, getting top dollar from the sale along with closing in a timely manner rather than if you do it yourself, would you consider? I always like to answer this question. Why don't I call you in 2 weeks with an offer? Number 5, we have interested buyers. Let's see what happens with them first. You know what? I completely understand. Obviously, you've had buyers looking at your property from the marketing you've done. They showed interest. They told you they're going to come on back and maybe write an offer. So you want to see how that's going to go. I totally understand. Mr. Seller, is it fair to say the process in selling the property, you want to make sure that you get it sold for the most money possible in the shortest time frame? That this whole reason you decided not to list with an agent, your goal is to be able to walk away at the close of escrow with the most money possible, right? Well, here's what I'd like for you to consider. Even though you have this 1 interested buyer, maybe 2, maybe 3, you have some interested buyers, wouldn't you agree that instead of having the 1 interested buyer in your property, you had multiple buyers? See, if we were able to maximize the demand and actually get more buyers interested in your property, you'd be more likely to sell for more for higher price than if you just had that one interested buyer. Wouldn't you agree? That's exactly what I'm going to do for you. I'm going to open up the market rather than just have a small number of buyers looking at your home. I'm going to make sure that 100% of the buyers that are going to be buying in this area in the price range know your home is for sale. I'm going to make sure that 100% of the buyers' agents working with several buyers at any given time know your home is for sale. So we can maximize the demand. We can bring in more interested buyers that'll get us top dollar high price. Because Mr. Seller, that one buyer, they know you're selling your home on your own. They probably know that they're the only interested buyer. So they can drag their feet thinking no urgency. They can make a lowball offer. They can say they're coming over and don't show up. They can, because in their mind, they're thinking there's no competition, there's no urgency for this home. They may tell you they're even qualified for a loan. Well, surprise, I'm going to maximize that demand for you. I'm actually, if this buyer is really interested, you can let them know that you've listed with a qualified agent who's going to put the property for sale. And if they're serious, they're going to bring you an offer to purchase the property right away. And by me maximizing the demand, we are likely to negotiate a higher price for your property. Ultimately, that's what you want, isn't it? So let's go ahead and let's get this process started so I can go ahead and get to work for you and sell your home for top dollar with great terms in the shortest time possible with the least inconvenience to you and your family. Number 6, can you sell it for more than my asking price to add your commission? Mr. Seller, that's a great question I hear all the time. Obviously, you want to sell your home for the most money possible, and here's what I propose we do, Mr. Seller. Let me share with you before we discuss price all the reasons why working with me would benefit you financially, because ultimately, the purpose and the reason why we would need to agree on the price is if you consider working with me. Otherwise, you're just going to continue to sell it on your own, your asking price, and let it go through the channels. For you to consider working with me, you're going to have to see the value I bring before hiring me and paying me a fee for service. So let me share the information first, and then we'll go over the marketing plan along with the marketing analysis I have prepared for your property. And you and I will agree on what the highest price is to sell your home for top dollar in today's market. Fair enough? Fair enough. Number 7. I have a friend in the real estate business. We all do. I completely understand, and I would imagine, and you're thinking, I'm going to go ahead and use an agent. I might as well consider working with someone I know. That's my friend. Well, there are a couple different ways to answer that question, but we'll keep that one for another time. But for now, if I can show you how working with me, someone other than your friend, that may actually be an advantage for you to sell your home, is that something that you might consider? Number 8, I'm going to list with a neighborhood specialist. Mr. Seller, I can see from your perspective how a neighborhood specialist would be the ideal natural person for you to work with. Because I would imagine you're thinking, well, they work in the neighborhood, they bring me postcards and tablets, so probably they have people that want to buy in the area. And that very well may be true. However, now, this is what I'd like for you to consider. Let's put yourself in the position of a buyer. Let's say you're buying a home and you decided you want to buy in this particular neighborhood. Are you going to look at the properties that are listed with the so-called neighborhood specialist, or will you want to look at all the homes available for sale in your price range that fit your criteria, regardless of who the listing agent is? The answer is yes, of course. You don't care who the agent is. You want the best value for your money. So if you decide to buy in this area, you're going to look at all the homes for sale. In this neighborhood specialist, you would think that they are working with people that are ready, willing, able, and qualified to buy here. Those people are going to be looking for homes no matter who your agent is in all areas, not just right here in this neighborhood. The advantage of working with an agent like myself is it doesn't specialize in this area. Actually, I don't specialize in any area. I specialize in selling homes for top dollar with great terms in the shortest time possible with the least inconvenience to you and your family, which is what you want, isn't it? And the advantage for you is working with me is that I work the entire area, and very often, Mr. Seller, buyers looking at a property, there's something about it. When they call on a property they're interested in, they see one online, they walk into an open house, they say, well, not in my price range, or I need more space, or I need a bigger backyard, I can't put a pool back there. I can say to those buyers that are in other areas that I work, because I work this whole entire community, I say, well, I can take you to this neighborhood, your neighborhood, Mr. Seller, and they may not ever heard of it. And all of a sudden, they fall in love with your property because it fits their criteria. And even when looking for properties minutes away, all fairness, I can cross-sell. That's what I do. I'm going to be able to attract and bring in buyers to your home from different areas and maximize the demand for your property, which is going to cause it to sell for top dollar and actually sell faster. That's what I want for you, Mr. Seller. That's what you want also, isn't it? I haven't even discussed my digital marketing, my social media, my ad campaigns, my retargeting buyers looking online, how I get thousands of online views for your property without ever having an open house. See, this in today's marketing, by having a strong online digital marketing presence, we must advertise your property to where the buyers are, online. Number 9, I have sold for sale by owners before. I know I can sell it again. You know what, Mr. Seller? I have no doubt that you can sell it. I mean, especially considering you've sold other properties on your own before. So of course you can sell this. Now, there was a better way for you to get this home sold where you knew you're able to net more money from the sale. And if you're able to sell it yourself in today's market, is that something you would consider? Number 10. I'm thinking of listing with a flat fee broker to put this in the MLS. I can handle everything else myself. I got this. Again, I understand why you would consider using one of these companies. Obviously, your goal is to be able to walk away in the close of escrow and the most money possible. So, if you just pay a flat fee, then you offer a commission to a buyer's agent, well, at least you're saving a portion of the fee for service that is cost you to hire an agent like myself to represent you. Is that correct? Now, if I can show you how working with me will more than make up the difference in the cost associated with selling your home, are you going to save? That's something you would consider. See, there you have your 10 most common selling questions that home buyers have. Now, 90% of the for sale by owners list with an agent in 17 days. I would like to personally thank you for watching this video. I hope this answers some questions or concerns that you may have had without going through a complete listing presentation, which is totally different than this process. I would like to have the opportunity to meet you and discuss what we can do to maximize your net equity on the sale of your home. I'm Rick Murray, broker, Rick Murray Real Estate Services. In today's highly competitive, digital-driven market, I understand the importance of leveraging innovative marketing strategies to maximize property exposure. I expertly combine traditional marketing methods with cutting-edge digital techniques to ensure my clients' properties reach the widest audience possible. By utilizing social media, search engine optimization, ad campaigns with targeted online advertising, I guarantee that each listing receives the attention it deserves, ultimately leading to faster sales, higher returns to my clients. I am so confident you will see the benefits of my service. I offer risk-free transaction guarantee, your home sold guarantee, easy exit guarantee, communication guarantee, because I will keep you informed. With the most flexible compensation plan, fee for service in the industry, the amount of savings could be substantial. So, give me a call. My motto is simple. Get more for your home, save thousands on fees. Being a community expert, resident Santa Cruz, 47 years, having 23 years combined real estate and mortgage lending experience, licensed broker since 2005, and certified negotiator, I am your right choice when buying, selling, financing your largest investment. I would like to have the opportunity to strategize what to do with your home to sell for top dollar with great terms in the shortest time possible while maximizing your net proceeds from the sale of your home with the least inconvenience to you and your family. Thank you so much. I look forward to hearing from you. Give me a call. I answer my call. You can text me 661-713-7800. I appreciate the opportunity. Thank you.